Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Good to see you all. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. How are you? I am so happy to be with you guys tonight. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. It's been 2 weeks since I've been here, so I apologize for that. It's just been so hectic, but I'm back. So as usual, I will be reading with the Light Seers Tarot deck tonight. Next week, I will be starting with a different deck. I will also be using the Earth Magic Oracle cards. And this week, I have something new. I'm going to be answering any yes and no questions, not with the tarot cards, but with my new pendulum. So I've been working with this for a while, a couple of weeks now, and I'm going to start incorporating it now into the readings instead of using the cards for yes and no answers. So we'll just give it a few minutes to see who pops on. The pendulum, yes. I was using the cards, Cindy, in a reversal position for no and upright position for yes, because I didn't have a pendulum, but now that I've been using the pendulum, I'm going to use them. So. This is like the worst part of doing a live is when you're just waiting to see what happens. So hello, happy potato, I'm sorry. Good to see you. Hello, Benji. If you would like a reading, please let me know so I can get you on the list. Sure. So, let's see. Let me just scroll up a minute. Oh, I have to check that out, Cindy. I'll check it out when I'm done with the readings tonight. Okay, so we have Happy, and then Benji. Happy, do you have a question or do you want a general reading? Oh, I see. Happy, you did post a question. Hey, Melanie, good to see you. Happy Tarot Tuesday. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I think I will do that if I can figure it out. I may not be able to do that. Hold on. Hang on, guys. Bear with me. Okay, that should have worked. I think I just made you a moderator. Okay, that should have worked. I think I just made you a moderator. Cindy. Sorry. Okay. Happy has a question. Is it a good idea to send an apology letter to LG at this time? Okay, so I was just saying that I have my pendulum to use for the first time. Thank you, Cindy. So I'm going to use the pendulum for this question. So we're going to ask, is it a good idea to send an apology letter to LG at this time? Okay. Happy, the pendulum is saying yes, it is a good idea to send that apology letter. Hi, Jana. Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Okay, in the future, if I pursue this Virgo girl from Instagram, would it lead to anything casual? Would it lead to anything casual or anything? Okay, let's see what the cards say. Okay. Okay, Benji, so these are your cards. I'm going to pull your question down so we can see your cards. The first card I pulled for you is the wheel. The wheel is that card that kind of reminds us that there are ebbs and flows in life. So you're going to have, if something is up now, it'll be down later. So if things are good now, they might be bad in the future. And, you know, there's always that twist of fate, and everything depends on fate. Your next card is the Ten of Pentacles, which is a major success card. And your last card is the Queen of Pentacles, which has to do with being at peace, being completely satisfied with where you are, enough to give back to others. So the cards that I pulled for you generally have to do with finances, but I would say that reading this in a love reading, that these are good signs, because we're talking about success. We're talking about how the wheels of life change. So right now it seems like you're not in a position where you want to be. So it seems like there's going to be an upswing. And then I pulled a oracle card to go along with the tarot cards for you. And that card is Ceremony and Invocation. So if you're into any type of meditation or something, I would spend a little bit of time meditating and just getting a sense within yourself, of what you can do to get yourself ready for this. Okay, so yes, the meditating is a good thing here. That's what I'm getting the feeling. That invocation card and ceremony has to do with the meditating. So I believe that this would lead to something, yes. It's definitely a success. The answer is success. And the answer is a comfortable position where you have enough to give back. So I hope that was helpful for you. These cards were a little tricky with the romance. When pentacles come up in romance, it's always a little weird to read them for me. You're welcome. Thank you for letting me read you. Let me go back in the comments and figure out where we are. Okay, so I think we're at Jenna. Is that correct? Okay, Youngin is next. Okay, Youngin is next. All right, let's see. How may you describe the personality of the person? May you describe the personality of the person I'll marry? Okay, let's see what the cards say. Okay. Oops. We got jumpers. Okay. So the Oracle card, I'm going to do this a little bit different. The Oracle card I pulled for you is volatile or volcanic. So this is somebody who's very passionate and can be very, have a very quick trigger about things. Also be very passionate about things that they love in life. Your second card is the Two of Wands, which is somebody who sees things through rose-colored glasses or likes to see the best in things. So they are optimistic. your next card is the Four of Wands. So this is somebody who likes to celebrate. Family is very important to them. Their close friends are very important to them, and they have a tight inner circle. And your last card is the King of Wands. Now, if you look at him, you can see he's stoic. He looks kind of stoic. This is a career-based card. This card tells you that the person is going to be one who is very career-focused. So this is a someone who may like to enjoy life, like to have fun, but is also very career-focused, very serious when they need to be serious. Okay. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome. Thank you for letting me read you. Okay, where are we? Let me see. I believe Jenna is the next question. Will my current boyfriend Caleb and I get married and have children someday? Like, is he my life partner? Our birthdays are 6 days apart. I'm very going he's due. Okay, so will my current boyfriend Caleb and I get married someday? Okay, I'm going to do the pendulum for that question. If you'll get married. Okay. So will my current boyfriend Caleb and I get married? We're 6 days apart. Okay, it wants me to reword and ask again. So I'm going to reword the question and ask again. So, will Caleb and Jenna get married? Are they life partners? Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, the pendulum keeps saying to reword and ask again. So I'm going to go to the cards for you because the pendulum does not seem to want to answer that question. So let's see what the cards will answer. Sometimes it's just the answer doesn't want to come through, but we're going to try this. Okay, so with the cards, again, I get a maybe answer. So the cards and the pendulum both are not wanting to answer that question. They're both giving me a maybe or a reword to that answer. but I'm going to read the cards for what the cards are so that at least gives you some kind of reading tonight, even though it might not answer the question that you wanted answered since the cards don't want to cooperate. So the first card is the Queen of Pentacles, which we just had this card before. So the Queen of Pentacles is a card that comes up when you're in a position in life where you have attained peace in finances, soul, emotional, physical, every aspect of your life. You have achieved peace, and you can finally be at that position where you have enough, where you have enough within yourself, whether it be monetary or physically, monetary or emotional, or spiritual, to give back to other people without draining yourself. Your next card is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is another card like a manifestation card. It is a financial reward and luxury. This card is a card that comes up when we're reminded to go out and get the manicure or do something special for yourself because you deserve that little bit of luxury right now. And your last card is the Two of Cups, which is a relationship card. It's often a soulmate card. But it can be soulmate in the terms of friendship, soulmate in terms of business partner. So it's a partnership card, not always a romantic relationship card. So those are the cards that came up. I'm going to pull an oracle for you before I move on to see what that will give you. Just because I don't like to leave people without something to have from the reading. Okay, and interestingly enough, your oracle card is Love and Compassion. So you can see we have two cards here. We didn't get a yes answer, but we have two cards suggesting one is the straight out love card, and the other is this romantic, could be a romantic partnership card. So looking at the cards this way, I would say that the cards are suggesting yes. While we didn't get a yes or no, I'm going to say that the cards are suggesting yes tonight. So I hope that was helpful. And it's interesting. I've never gotten this love oracle card before, guys. It's a beautiful one. All right. The next one is Star Kohai. My question is, does Brian have good intentions with me at this time? Okay. So this is another pendulum question. Let's, hi, Crystal. Let me just smudge the pendulum real quick, or sage it rather. I just like to do that in between uses. Okay. So does Brian have good intentions with me at this time? And this is for Star. Oh, the pendulum is swinging, something fierce. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm hoping you can. But this pendulum is swinging. Okay. Can you see the chain now, Star? I know you can't see what answer it's giving, but I'm sure you can see that chain swinging. So whatever spirit you asked is definitely here helping you get the answer for you. I'm still waiting for it to stop, hon. Okay. The answer, sorry, that was a long one. It was still spinning. The answer is no right now. The intentions are not good. I hope that can help you. You're welcome, Star. Blessed be. Star, if you're still here, I'm going to pick an oracle card for you. Okay, your oracle card is vulnerability. So that is, I'm going to let you interpret that one on how you think that will play in for you. But I felt the need to pull an oracle for you as well with that answer. Okay, let's see. Okay, Melanie is next. Hi, Melanie. Hey, John. I didn't see you sneak in. Oh, Melanie, you have an actual question. Okay. Crystal, yes, this is the Earth Magic Oracle deck. I love these cards. The back of them look like this. And the cards are absolutely gorgeous. You are like the wind, John. Okay, let me get to Melanie's question. How does the rest of the year look for me with my new art therapy student at work? Oh, boy. Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say. Whoa. All right, you have a few jumpers here. Oops. Jeez. I'm dropping the cards tonight. All right, so your first card is the Three of Swords, which represents betrayal and deceit. So that's the first card we're going to start with. Your second card is the Fool. So this card is like new beginnings, new starts, which would make sense because you're starting with a new student, right? But it also reminds us not to, hang on one second. Sorry. It also reminds us not to get our heads too far in the clouds. So we want to stay realistic on things, because a lot of times when we start a new journey, we forget to be practical about things. And the last card is the Page of Swords, which is an impulsivity. So from the tarot cards alone, I would say that it's going to be an interesting year, to say the least. And I would say that you need to be careful. I'm getting the intuitive thought or feeling that this person does not have, that there's something with this person that is not upfront. And I was thinking that when I read your cards, and then I pulled this as the as your oracle, submerged, which is making me think there's something below the surface there. So I hope that's helpful for you. You know, I'm always available if you want a more in-depth reading at some point. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. Welcome. You're welcome, Jenna. Oh, you got it, Melanie. All right, Sarah is next. Oh, you're welcome, honey. Good luck. Okay, let's dig into this one. All right. I'm going to do a 3-card pull after I do a pendulum on this one. So first we're going to ask if excuse me. First we're going to ask if she's still obsessed with him with the pendulum. Just going to sage the pendulum real quick. Thank you. All right. So let's see. Is Hannah Capricorn still obsessed with him? Okay. Okay. The good news is the pendulum is saying she's not. So that's a good news. That's good. I'm still going to do a 3-card pull for you, though. So let's see what the cards say. Okay, so your cards are actually very good as well. So your first card is the Ace of Cups, which represents everything lining up that you've been wanting to line up, like everything you've been trying to manifest is lining up. Your next card is the Three of Cups, which I always lovingly refer to, thanks to my teacher of tarot, as the Margarita card, which is a community card. It's a friendship card. It's like the girls' night out card. This is community. And the last card is the one that I find most interesting. It's the Ten of Swords. It's letting go. It is letting go and new beginnings. Yes, the Margarita card. My tarot teacher was an interesting lady. I love her. So this is the letting go and new beginnings. So when we're referring to Hannah, it seems like that these are good cards in favor, along with the pendulum, in favor of the fact that she has let go and things can move on. Yeah, I want a margarita too. Sorry. Get so thirsty reading. I hope that was helpful. I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out when you said about the tattoo on the ass, to be honest. Yes, midnight margaritas sound amazing, Cindy. I got to watch that movie. It's about that time of year, huh? I think, thank you for letting me read for you, Sarah. I hope that was helpful. I think we are caught up now. If John or Cindy wants a reading, let me know. Oh, you're so welcome, Sarah. Anytime. Thank you for coming tonight. John, you want a reading? Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's see. 2 more. Okay. So we have John, then Cindy, then Crystal. Okay. So John, general. Okay. Let's see. All right. So we got the Hanged Man, which is a card that represents needing to shift perspectives on things. I normally say he, she in this case. This card will often come up when you need to take a pause and reevaluate how you're thinking about something and kind of shift your perspective a little bit. Sometimes you need to see things from another person's perspective. That's when that card comes up. Your second card is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is this confident, loving mother figure. She is like a helicopter mother, all caring, all confident, compassionate, and nurturing. Now, she could be a male as well and just representing the feminine figure, the feminine features in a male. Cindy, this is the Light Seers deck. And then your last card is this Page of Swords, which has come up about 4 times for me today in readings. And the Page of Swords has to do with new beginnings and impulsivity. So when I put these cards together, what the cards are saying to me is that it may be time to shift your perspectives and time to shift your perspective and see things from somebody else's perspective, perhaps with more of a compassionate tone to things, and to perhaps throw a little impulsivity into life. Now I'm going to give you an oracle real quick. Give you an oracle to go with it. And your oracle card is stillness. So that goes along with the Hanged Man card, because the Hanged Man tells us to take a pause and reevaluate. So, sorry, I have an itch on the side of my face all of a sudden. So that is what that card is suggesting. The two cards is like to take a deep breath, take that moment, reevaluate. Are you seeing things from the right perspective? So that is what the cards say for you tonight, John. I hope that was helpful. Then we have Cindy for a general reading. Welcome, Candy. Let's see. Okay. Oops. All right. So for you, Cindy, the first card up is that Three of Swords. This card is making an appearance tonight. The Three of Swords, which represents betrayal or deceit. Your next card is the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel reminds us that all of life is about balance, and that there are ebbs and flows in life, and life has a lot to do with fate. So when things are down, we need to remember that they'll be back up again. And when things are good, we have to remember that there'll be times when things are bad again. And your last card is the Nine of Cups, which represents self-satisfaction or a pat on the back. So this is like you've achieved something and you're pretty darn happy with yourself. So when I look at these cards, I'm intuitively feeling like there's something I feel like this deceit and betrayal was in the past. And that you're now coming out of that situation where you feel like you can get into better footing, so to speak, and you're kind of proud of where you're going and where you are right now. And I'm seeing your oracle as kind of a warning. So, which is different than the way I've been reading the cards all night. So this is interesting, but this is the way intuitively I'm reading this for you. And your card is this volatility card. So it's like this card is saying to me that to keep things for you, it's important to keep things in perspective and not let your emotions get the better of you. So you need to keep that. Just remind yourself that you're in a good place right now and not let yourself go back, because it would be easy for you to go back to something that wasn't so positive for you. I hope that makes some kind of sense to you. I know this was kind of a crazy one. You're welcome. Oh, there's lots of new people. Hi, Candy. Hi, Bianca. Hi, Rock with me. Okay. And Crystal. Crystal, are you still here? Okay, Crystal. Yes, it's Crystal, then it's Candy. No, it's Crystal. Crystal, Candy, Bianca, and then Rock. Yeah, Crystal was waiting. She was actually here when we didn't think anybody was here. Yep. Thanks, Cindy. I so appreciate you being here and helping me tonight. All right. All right. Okay, so your first card, Crystal, is the Five of Wands, which represents a disagreement, but a minor one. This is like a Thanksgiving fight among family members, where you have that little bit of disagreement, but it doesn't really mean much of anything because you know you're still going to love each other and things are still going to be okay. It's a minor disagreement that's going to happen, but you need to hold your ground because you're in the right. So you don't want to give your ground up. It's not going to turn out to be an earth-shattering fight. So don't give up your position or don't relent on an issue that you're passionate about. Your next cup is your next card rather is the Five of Cups. This is such a powerful card. If you look at the way she is looking, right? Look at the way she's looking like, oh, life is so sad. This is what I learned is the woe is me card. She's looking at what she has lost, but she's not looking at what she still has in her hand. So we have to be careful of looking at what the negative as opposed to the positive. We have to remember to look at the positive in life. And your last card is the Chariot card, which reminds us that we are ultimately in control. This goes well with that woe is me card. We are ultimately in control and have the power to make the decision of which way we're going to go. Are we going to go to the right or are we going to go to the left? You're the one that's in control. And it might be a good idea to connect with your higher beings, your guides, whoever you relate with, to meditate and think about what you want ultimately so that you can make the right choice in that decision. And the Oracle card I picked for you is the Wind card, which is activation, which is absolutely amazing, that card. I mean, look at that one. So that goes along with what I was just saying with the tarot cards and it being up to you which way you're going to go. You have the power to activate where you want to go and what you want to do. So this reading tonight for you is all about you being in control, you being the one that needs to stand your ground, even amongst the minor disagreements and what seems like it could be or feels like it could be earth-shattering. Because it's not going to be. It'll be a little bump in the road, and then things will balance out. And be careful not to focus on the woe is me side of things. So I hope that was helpful. I appreciate you letting me read for you. So I have welcome, Grace. Yeah, I think, Grace, I can take you as the last reading of the night. I have 3 more. You will be the third one. Candy, you're up now. Can you please tell me when M will contact you? Okay. You're so welcome, Crystal. Tell me when M will contact me. Okay, we're gonna try and pinpoint that for you. Okay, so what I'm getting here is, Candy, that M, and I've not done a lot of these, so please take this with, I'm going to be upfront with you, I've not done a lot of time readings. But what I'm getting from the cards I pulled is that it's going to be 6 weeks, 6 days or 6 weeks. Like there's 6. I don't know if it's going to be 6 days or 6 weeks. I'm not sure. But there's the number 6. So I hope that is helpful. I'll read you the cards if you'd like that I pulled for you, though. Okay, it's the Queen of Wands, which is the nurturing mother card. The King of Cups, which again is that father, the kind of aloof person, but they're afraid to show their emotions because they are so emotional that they're afraid to show their emotions. So then I would say 6, it's been a week, I would say 6 days then. And then the Hermit is the last card. The Hermit is needing to go inside of yourself, to turn to yourself for the answers, because you're either going to be called upon to be a beacon of light for other people, where you're going to need to give them advice, or you're going to need to give yourself advice. And if you need to give yourself advice, you're going to need to seek guidance from your inner being or your soul, like your subconscious. So You're going to need to go inside of yourself to find the answers for others or for yourself. You're welcome. I need to figure out how to do the time ones. I haven't done much of that. I haven't had too many questions like that. Thank you for bringing that to my awareness, though, Candy. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. Where am I now? All right, Crystal, I did. Bianca. Did I read Bianca? Did I read you? Honestly, it was intuitively, Candy. It was very intuitive how I came up with the 6. Okay, Bianca, do you want a general reading or a specific question? Okay. Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Now, pages are often associated with young people or with impulsivity or new ventures. Okay. So the Page of Pentacles is one who would be starting schooling or starting a new class. So this would be starting school, starting a new class. Then you have the Ace of Wands, which is new inspirations or fresh ideas. So you have a lot of new things going on. And your last card is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups has to do with thinking outside of the box. This is probably my favorite Page of Cups card. If anybody reads tarot and knows about the Page of Cups card, this one is awesome. You can see how he's kind of floating above his head and he's thinking outside of the box, right? So this is reminding you to think of other ways to solve a situation or a problem, or to come up with a solution. So I'm going to pick an oracle card and then put it all together for you. Oh, we have a jumper. Yeah, wow. All of these are going together quite well. Your oracle card is the Dragonfly Emergence. So again, something that is new, something that is just developing. So for you tonight, it seems like you're going to have a period in your life where you're going to have all this new, exciting stuff going on. Okay. New thoughts, new ideas, new projects, perhaps going back to school or starting a new career, where you're going to want to make sure you're carrying a notebook with you, because you're going to want to write down any ideas you get, any thoughts that you have about things that you think you should be doing. Okay. So this is going to be an exciting time for you of new emerging themes, fresh ideas, new school, new projects, all new stuff coming your way. I hope that was helpful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Grace. Grace, you are next. Oh no, Rock is next. Rock is next. Will my lover commit with me in the future? Okay. So Rock, I'm going to use the yes and no pendulum. You're so welcome, Bianca. Thank you for letting me read you. Grace, you are next after Rock. And I'm going to use the pendulum for Rock's question. Oh, you want me to use... Okay, you want me to ask the card? Sure, Rock. Not a problem. Will my lover commit with me in the future? Okay. Let's see what the cards say. Okay. So, oops. All right, here we go. I'm just going to pull your oracle card and then I'll read it all for you, Rock. Okay. So your first card is the Seven of Cups, which is a card of choice. So this card asks us, are we going to pick what we know or are we going to pick the unknown? Okay, if you look, you can see how some of these, he kind of knows what's underneath them. He can see there's a snake under one, there's a bat under another, there's the water under another. But some of them he doesn't know what they're going to lead to. So you'll be faced with a decision of, are you going to pick what's known or are you going to pick the unknown because that might lead to something better or something that might end up being more lucrative, so to speak, for you. The next card is the Six of Wands, which represents accolades or recognition, public recognition. This is often referred to as a victory card. So this is a very good card in the question that you're asking, would be like a victory. So if you're wanting her to commit or him to commit, I would think that that would be a yes. Your next card is the Eight of Wands, which represents fast communication. This is a positive communication. So this is like communication when you've been waiting for an answer, it usually has to do with business dealings. But since you're asking a romance question, I'm going to shift it to dealing with romance. It's usually like written communication or email, and it comes really fast. It's usually an answer that you've been seeking that's kind of been delayed, and all of a sudden you're going to get your answers very quickly. Your oracle card that I picked for you is the wake-up call. It's the tsunami. So these are all very interesting cards because it appears to me like you're the one that's going to have to make a decision, and based on your decision, the outcome, the question that you want answered is going to have to do with your decision of what you're going to pick. So I'll go through these one more time for you so that hopefully you can make more sense of it. You have the decisions. Are you going to pick the known or the unknown? Then you have this accolades or recognition, this victory card. You have the fast positive communications via email or through written forms, which is usually always positive. And then you have the wake-up call. So I hope that was helpful. Him, okay. You learned how to stop obsessing so table's about to turn? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you for letting me read you. All right, so we have Grace now. Good luck, Rock. Your question is above. Is there any possibility of me and T getting together? If not, is there anything coming into my love life soon? Okay. Ski, I think. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on, guys. Let me read Grace and let me see. Grace was supposed to be the last reading. Let me read Grace and see how I'm doing after I read Grace. I've been reading. We closed it before Ski got in. I thought so. All right. Grace is the next question. Is there any possibility of me and T getting together? If not, is there anything coming in my love life soon? Okay. Lots of love questions tonight. You know what? Give me 1 second, Grace. I just want to put some sage on. Sometimes after so many readings, it's just like I need to sage the cards. I actually don't have any Palo Santo. All right, let's bring this together. All right, here we go. Let's see what the cards say. Okay. Oh, all right. So I want to share with you the Oracle card first because I think this is so revealing. I gotta find your question. Okay. So the first, the Oracle card I got for you is Power, which is amazing. I love that Oracle card because it just shows that the power is with you. No matter what the outcome, the power is with you. So then we go to your tarot cards. And the first card we have is the Fool. The Fool represents new beginnings, a new journey. The most important lesson with the Fool is to not be caught up with your head in the clouds and to make sure that you are being practical. Your second card is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a very nurturing, loving, compassionate woman or male figure. And your third card is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is starting excuse me, hold on one second. Man. Page of Swords is all about impulsivity. You can see she's holding on to she's about to take flight. And it's similar to that Fool card because she's about to go off the cliff with her ideas. And the Fool card is about to go off the cliff. So for you, it's about holding on to your power and holding on to your power and not losing your power, right? So let's get back to your question, which I have to scroll up to see because I put it. Is there any possibility of me and T getting together? If not, there anything coming into your love life? Okay, so these cards are all about you regaining your power, right? You are obviously a very compassionate and nurturing woman. So what the cards are telling me is that you need to be focused right now, not so much on a relationship outside of yourself, but on regaining your power and staying true within yourself. Because you don't want to lose your footing. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I don't know if I'm articulating this properly to you. But I'm getting that you don't want to be impulsive in your decisions or go on these new adventures without dealing with thinking it through. So you want to draw in your power before you act, because you are so compassionate and you do wear that on your sleeve sometimes. So you need to be sure that you're not acting emotionally rather than rationally, I guess, is what the cards are trying to say. So I hope that was helpful. Oh, it makes sense. I'm so glad, because I couldn't get the words out, but they were in my head. I have the feeling, but sometimes I can't get the words out. I'm going to do a quick pendulum for you on the... Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for waiting and being patient with me. Oh, you read too. Okay. Thank you for being patient with me. I appreciate that. And all of you that are here, actually, Grace, if you want to bear with me 1 minute, I want to do a pendulum. That thought, it just keeps popping in my head. Let me do a pendulum real quick for you on that other question, on the original question. If you and T will get together. I don't know why, but I need to give you this answer. So let me just do this. Okay. So the answer to that question would be yes, Grace. So thank you for letting me read you. I hope those answers were helpful to you tonight. Yeah, it was moving like crazy. And it settled on the yes. I have I don't have a pendulum board, as bad as that sounds. This is my pendulum board for the time being, but it settled in that yes quadrant real quickly. All right, guys. I see there are still, you're so welcome, Grace. I see there are still 7 of you, but I've been reading for about an hour and a half now, and I am utterly exhausted. And while I would love to keep reading for all of you, I just can't. I have a migraine coming on. If you would come back next week and let me know that you were here this week and I told you to let me know, I will push you to the front of the list. I'm sorry, Ski. I just can't. I feel my head, and this is one of those self-care moments. Next week, 8 o'clock. And the closer you can get here to 8, the better you are. But like I said, if you tell me you were here this week and I couldn't get to you, I'll make sure to get to you next week. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, if anybody's interested, Cindy will be reading 8 o'clock on Thursday. Cindy, drop your channel in the comments. Stay alive. I'll try and stay alive, John. Cindy is a great reader, too. So you can get one from me on Tuesdays at 8, one from Cindy on Thursdays at 8. All right, guys. Blessed be. Have a wonderful night. See you soon. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you, John. Good night, guys.